The biggest problem, J.K. Rowling's biggest mistake was not owning this from day one. So a history lesson. In 2018, J.K. liked a tweet that said trans women were nothing more than men in dresses. Her spokesperson came out and did the typical, oh, it was an accident, that kind of thing. She's a middle-aged woman. She doesn't know how to use her phone. Guys, when the second you cave to the outrage mob, right, you greenlight them terrorizing you for the rest of your life. She should have owned what she said. You cannot give these people a fraction of an inch because the second you do, they've got you. They're like a shark smelling blood in the water. It's like when radio stations fire their most popular host in years over tweets that otherwise would have been like a slap in the wrist, if anything, 2 years prior. What can I say, though? What she should have said was, yeah, that tweet was correct. If you have a penis, you are not a woman. Sorry. That's what she should have said. Now, while the hatred might have been a little bit more intense and aggressive, maybe just a little bit more, not even that much more, because these people hate you. They just want, they live such unfulfilled and miserable lives. They just want someone to come after. But yet they want us to normalize their lifestyle. It's miserable and has them on like 7 different prescription drugs for anti-anxiety and depression. Hey, we should all model our lives off of those people, though, right? That's great. The outrage mob, like, while they would have come after you hard, they would have moved on. Because they would have realized, oh, she don't play that. I can't come after her. Because we have a 30-second news cycle in this country. They would have been on to whoever else next. Now, they would have come... They'd still come after her, but not to the degree they do now. Because she's given them, unfortunately, right out of the gate, she gave them the false hope that they could get her to cave on more than just that they could get her to apologize, they could get her to backtrack. You cannot do that. You have to double down, even when you know it's a joke, right? But since she decided to play ball with the whack job left, she has made her bed. She has signed herself up for a lifetime of torment and harassment. When you apologize to the outrage mob, it lets them know they can make you cave. Like I said, you set the expectation, and now they know they have a breaking point that they can push you to. Even if you change it up from there on, and you never let them get you there again, they know they've done it before, and they're going to chase the dragon. When you own what you say, and you refuse to apologize, you'll get in hot water quick from perpetually online losers. But they'll get bored and leave you alone. They'll move on to someone who they think they can make cave. That's how it works. Because at the end of the day, as much as these people love to claim victim status in every element of their lives, all they are is bullies. And a bully won't pick on someone who stands up for themselves and tells them to piss off. Perfect example. I did a show, a comedy show I was doing a while back. I'm not going to name the venue. I'm not even going to name the city. It doesn't matter. I told a joke about my fiance's Native American. I talk about it all the time on the show. It's cool. She runs the boards. She's super cool. She has a darker sense of humor than I do sometimes. I remember when we first started dating, I was like, yeah, I heard about this homeless man that stabbed this girl downtown, and she just laughed. And I'm like, okay, you're probably the one. And so I was telling, I run every joke by her. I wouldn't say it if she wasn't cool with it, right? So I have a joke. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Come see my show. But I have a joke about her being Native American. And it's funny. It's a long little spiel. And I was telling it, and this lady stands up and goes, "That's racist!" And I turned to her, and without hesitation, I looked right at her, and I went, no, it's not racist. She gave me permission. All it cost me was some beads and whiskey. We're good. And the whole crowd lights up. They're all laughing. She's mad because not only did her attempt at virtue signaling fail, she doesn't look like the good guy. They're now laughing at her with me. So she's mad. She tries to yell something else. The guy turns around. Guy in the front row turns around, looks at her and goes, "Would you shut the f*** up?" And she storms out. Probably went home and blew her brains out after the show. Anyway. The point is, if I would have been like, oh my God, you know what? That was too far. You're right. I'm sorry. That was racist. I crossed the line. I shouldn't have went there. My set would have been ruined. That would have been the worst set of my life because I would have looked like a whole-ass bitch. But I didn't. I doubled down on the racism. Not real racism. It's joke racism. I doubled down on the racist jokes, and I turned the crowd on my side against her. And we were all laughing at her. That's what happens when you don't bend the knee to the outrage mob. She's sitting over here laughing. She knows I'm not racist. Do you really think I would marry someone? We're going to commit white genocide together in a couple years, okay? Make mixed mulatto, whatever they are, babies. I don't even know what they're called. She knows I'm not racist. Anyway, that's the point. You cannot, under any circumstances, bend the knee to the mob because they will take. When you give them an inch, they take a country freaking mile.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you can actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.